I'm Céline Cousteau. I'm an activist, storyteller, and author. I grew up in a family of explorers and documentary filmmakers turned environmental protectors. My grandmother, Simone Melchior, was the first ever female diver. She was a very strong woman, and she inspired me to push boundaries. So if there's deforestation in the Amazon to the point of no return, the tipping point, and this becomes a savanna or a desert, there are no more flying rivers. There's no more water in the southern parts of South America. There's no food system for the international world. So there is no us and them. There is no here and there. It is all completely interconnected. Now, because a lot of my work has been recently in the Amazon basin with indigenous people, I put up this slide, Tribes on the Edge, which is a film that I did as a result of the request of indigenous people in the Brazilian Amazon for me to tell their story. Why do I bring it up here? Well, there is less deforestation on indigenous land than there is even on conservation land. The old model of conservation to say people are bad for the environment is actually not always true. If we're constantly in cities and we're surrounded with our technology, we're never really paying attention or touching the ground, then I think we're completely disconnected from reality, truthfully. And the natural world for me is about perspective. You need to take your shoes off and feel the grass. You need to stop every once in a while and breathe the air. You need to touch the ocean. Because we are an integral part of the natural world, I think it's paramount and important that people reconnect with the natural world to understand that humans are just one species on the planet. Just take a moment to take 5 breaths at whatever pace you want. Just 5 breaths. And remember while you're breathing that 50% of your oxygen comes from the oceans. Microscopic phytoplankton creating oxygen for you. We are all looking for a sense of belonging. Who are we? Who are our people? Who is our tribe? Define that for yourself, in whatever way that means. You came to a talk. Why? Why are you here? What are you seeking? What will you do with it? You go home to your families, your tribe, your friends, your tribe, perhaps your colleagues, your community, your beliefs. That all defines who you are, and maybe you're looking on social media for the people that belong in your tribe, but it's still that same feeling. Where are they? What can you do for them? And if you have the privilege of having food and water and shelter and love, then you have an opportunity to give and to connect.
Y el Valle do Javari en hoy día hay gente que vienen para sacar oro, se bañan en ella, toman en ella, cocinan con ella, pescan dentro de ella. Y si dentro de esas aguas hay mercurio, su vida entera está afectada.
You have to find balance between how you share the story with the world in the way in which they speak it, and how do you share it with the world in a way in which you can hear it. And those are two very different things. This is the cross-cultural dilemma you run into. When you want to tell a story because you want to move people, because you want to inspire people, you also have to make it a little bit entertaining so that they'll stay and watch it.
Estão morrendo, como vocês viram aí, né? Não é tão bonito.
He says across the nice discussions of we want to save the Amazon, we want to save the Amazon, to remember that there on the ground, people are dying. You have to decide that you care. You have to decide to be optimistic. It doesn't just come naturally. Because the question has been posed to me before, how do you stay optimistic? I don't. I make a choice. I make a choice every day to live with purpose and to move forward. And that is something that I've learned from them. If they're not going to stop fighting until their survival is secured, why should I? Why should any of us?